I just had a dab of rain. Found that one. Found one more coming up the road, and I found this tip. Oh man, look at that. Heck. Well, that's gonna be a quad. Let's keep looking. I got thunder in the background. Awesome. There's a smoker. Beautiful. Cool. That's sweet. I switched to the sidekick, try to get a foot in over here before it started raining again. That is killer. I'll get them cleaned up. I'm really pushed for time today. It's getting toward dark too. Well, I made it back. Sidekick, old stomping grounds. I'll just show you this while I got it laying out here. This is a case that I've compiled of nothing more than blunts that's come from the Sidekick. I don't know how many cases I could make of them, but I could make a bunch of them. That's some of the better ones. Anyway, here's what I've done at the Sidekick today. Look at that big gnarly piece. Some cool colors in some of this material. All these are just fragments. And I found this cool blunt. I left it in a perforator shape. It may have been longer initially. That perforator tip, that is, because normally they're not blunted like that, but I do have a few, as you've seen in this case, that they turned into perforators. I assume that's probably what that was, maybe a little bit longer. And I found this big sandy. It's a blunt. I didn't have much time to hunt. Spent an hour at the Sidekick and an hour and a half at the old stomping grounds, and I just run through it. It did get wet. It didn't get just an extremely hard pounding rain. And I believe this one right here is a Elk River. It's got beveled blade edges. The Elk River is beveled. It's a really cool piece right there. I like it. Some cortex left on it. Just thrilled to find that. Yeah, like I said, all these came from the old stomping grounds. This tool. It's pink. Drill fragments. There's no telling how many of these right here that I have found, and most every one of them's got the tip gone. I may have 1 to every 30, one complete one to every 30 that I found like that with the tip gone, and some of those are rounded, you know. Cool looking materials. This is red. It's really red in the daylight. It's done dark though. The colors in that. It's probably a preform or a blade, one or the other. Pretty stuff, whatever it is. That one was almost there. It's blunted. Big sandy with a little nick on the corner. Tip gone off that. A lot of stuff I find is damaged. It's a really super cool flake knife. brought it home, but I couldn't leave it laying out there. The material was just superior. And you can't hardly see it, but you can feel it when you rub your finger down that. That's really, really finely serrated all along that edge right there. You might be able to see it. I love that. I love that material. The banded hornstone. I found this big sand. There's not much of it gone. Just enough not to be able to call it complete, though. Look at it that way, don't look at bad. And this one, you seen on video? I just hadn't been able to get just a whole lot on video. The other day it was just dusty, and I had them pulled out before I realized they were points. And then today I really, really was pushed for time. I just didn't have no time to spend there, and I just had to get on with it. This cool little drill. Maybe one of these days my thumbs will clear up, but a small thing. And here's this. I believe it's a quad. I ain't looked to identify it, but I'm satisfied that's what it is. And that little ear right there, I've looked at it to see if I thought it was broken. It may be. Yeah, I mean, there's not much of it gone. Probably wasn't very big anyway. But it's ground about 1/4 of an inch up right there on that side. And on this side, it's ground up to about right there. So with that, there's not much of it missing. It doesn't demonstrate just a whole lot of what you might consider paleo flaking, but it does have a lot of fine edge work. I'm not quite sure on the material type. It's a different type of material though than most everything it's made of, and I've noticed that with all the older points that I find, they're usually made out of something that's different from the majority of everything there. It'd either be tan, something like that, or it'll be something like this, which I don't really know what it is. It could be Buffalo River that's not been heated. Don't really know. It's got bands in it. But I like that piece. I believe it's a quad. Don't know what else to call it. Anyway, glad to find it. Done good for 2.5 hours hunting. I was picking up constantly, you can tell. I'll go again when I get the opportunity. It'll be a few days before I can go now, and I knew that when I went today. I'm not going to be able to go for the next 4 or 5 days, and I knew that, so I had to get in there today and get what I could get, because it'll be trunked flat on a board next time I get to go. And it'll be dried out too, probably. Appreciate y'all watching.